Ocho, the limited action that you saw, you like what you saw?
Absolutely. The funny thing about it is, you know what, is these players are NFL ready. Some rookies that I saw today are so poised in the pocket. Most of the time they get happy feet when pressure is put upon them, but they look like they've been playing for 10 plus years. They look like veterans. The pocket presence, the relaxedness under duress. Cam Ward showed it. Jackson Dart showed it as well. Obviously, we saw Shador last night, who also.
Yo, what it do, man? Welcome to another episode of Li+Sports. And today we're talking Cam Ward. He made his NFL season debut over the weekend, and the kid was pretty impressive. And we got the Nightcap crew, Ocho, Seco, and they're going to break down what they saw. And before we get into that video, please like, subscribe, share, and please leave all comments below. Now let's go.
Played with that same calmness and poise, and you can see the leadership qualities in the way they carry themselves as quarterbacks. And Cam, small sample size that we were able to see tonight. He didn't play much, but you can tell he's sharp. You can tell he's been coached well, not just here at the NFL level where he's at now, because it doesn't just happen that fast. It's not that fast of a turnaround to look that comfortable, like you know what you're doing. So he was coached very well, obviously, when he was at UM, and so it's carried over into the NFL, and I'm excited for.
Let me say something real quick. As a UM fan, hey, Tennessee, hey, you guys got you one. Cam came in last year. He came down to Coral Gables, and he turned our program around. Unfortunately, we didn't make the playoffs, but Cam brought a whole lot of excitement to our team last year, and I think he's going to go up to Tennessee, man. He's going to show out, and eventually, over time, he's going to be everything that the Titans is looking for.
For Tennessee Titan fans, you know, and what they had with the #1 pick, I just don't like the fact that he's been overshadowed since his pick because everyone else.
Right. He is the quietest #1 pick in the history of #1 pick, but that's okay. Sometimes it be like that. You know, just keep your head down and keep grinding, Cam.
Has been talked about. This is the least talked about #1 pick, I think, maybe, ever. Huh? You were the #1 pick. So it seemed like he's went under the radar. No one said anything about him when most of the pressure is on a #1 pick to perform because you're going to the team that was the worst last year.
That's right.
Like you said, I can fly under the radar. Right. The difference is now, Ocho, these guys come in, they've been coached by throwing coaches since they were in high school. Their freshman year. So there's not like the guys that came in 25 years ago. They were just coming to the NFL and then, okay, hey, you hire a coach right before you getting ready to go, you know, to the combine, and then you work with him up until your pro day, and that's it. These guys have these guys all the time.
Right.
It's just like basketball players. They got shooting coaches and they got trainers now in college. So they have an upper hand. That's why they're so. When you find a guy that's ready, he's really ready to play.
Yes.
These receivers, they work with guys. So when you find a guy that's ready, he's really, really ready.
And
so guys are not coming in like you. I mean, like I came in. I mean, guys, you know, guys would go down there for like maybe 6 weeks and work with a speed coach. But these guys got professionals basically training.
Shan is absolutely right. There's many videos I don't watch on YouTube, watching Cam and Shador in training, going back and forth. So football has definitely now changed. These guys are working out 24 hours a day, putting in that work. And like I say, for Cam, I think it's going to pay off. He's going into a great situation. He's the leader of the organization. They're making no mistake about it. Tennessee is hitching their whole plan to Cam, and as long as they surround him with talent and great coaching, Tennessee, y'all gonna be all right.
Them. Sometimes they have them in high school, Ocho. So just imagine you going through the process, and they giving you pro style advice.
And you know what? I think that's why so many different quarterbacks, obviously, they look the par, but don't have all the other intangibles to be a starter. They looked the part, but Cam Ward, not only did he look the part, but he had everything else. He had all the other qualities that make him the #1 pick. Obviously, Shador falling to the 5th round. Not only did he look the part, but he has all the other intangibles that made him a top pick despite him falling to the 5th round.
Right.
They polished. They're
Listen, I watched the kid at Washington State, and the kid impressed me. And then when I seen the announcement that he was coming to Miami, I said it. He potentially could be the #1 draft pick and the Heisman Trophy winner. Now, he didn't win the Heisman Trophy, but he was the #1 draft pick. And kudos to Miami, bringing him down and putting him in an offense that was conducive to his talent. He really blossomed in that square offense. Miami offense was unstoppable, averaging nearly 45, 47 points a game. So, again, Tennessee, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all really got a great pick. And like I say, as long as they surround Cam with great talent, Tennessee, y'all going to be okay.
polished. That's all it is. You're a rookie who's been prepared for the NFL level, so you look the par once you're in a structured environment in a real live game. God damn, how the hell are you dropping back so goddamn calm? Everybody rushing, trying to knock his head off, and he's sitting there chilling. Progression 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3's not there. Let me shoot back to 1. If 1 ain't there, I'm either throw it out of bounds or I'm gonna tuck it and run.
Nah, hell nah. You better not. If you go 1, 2, 3 and try to go back to 1, they're gonna hit you. Put this helmet right up under your chin. You better take that check down.
Yeah.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, check down. 1, 2, 3, throw it out of bounds.
Or take off with it.
Hey man, let's do something. Let's do something a little different. We're gonna do something. We actually gonna check out some breakdown of Cam in his first preseason game. So let's get into that a little bit.
All right, let's talk about Cam Ward. We got to see Cam Ward in an actual NFL game. So let's talk about it going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And one thing is he was taking chances. You know, some guys are into preseason. They're trying to just make sure they look good, you know, protect the football, don't want the bad play to happen. Ward was out there and he was competing. This play, for example, zone coverage concept. You have a receiver running a route. It's Calvin Ridley trying to get into a gap in coverage. When this play begins, it's a good route by Ridley. He beats the corner or is about to beat the corner, but you see there is another defensive back that you have to get the ball over if you're going to get this to Calvin Ridley. So this is not as open as maybe you would like. And watch this. I mean, that defender nearly got his hand on it. I will actually say this is an example of maybe not quite realizing just how good NFL defensive backs are.
Right.
You kind of have to play against them to fully get it.
He's absolutely right. Cam got to get that ball up a little bit more. He got to get a little bit more whip on it because eventually those defensive backs will just turn and snap on that ball and it's going back another way. Also, with a guy like Calvin Ridley, I want to see Cam leading Calvin Ridley where he can stay on his feet, because Calvin Ridley is just a monster in the open field. But, man, I'm just little small things. They got to get the timing down. Once they get the timing down, you're going to see it. We're going to watch a couple of more clips of the video. Let's get into it.
In college, this is the right way to make this throw. You want to get that ball a little bit higher, actually, in the NFL. Because, again, corners can just cover so much ground. So, still a good throw. You made it work, but ultimately, it didn't have to be that close. There was some space over. But, again, taking chances, firing the ball, making the completion. I'm not going to complain about that too much. Also, this next play, this is just a straight up example of some good stuff here by Cam Ward. So what's going to happen is this is a man coverage concept that Tampa Bay is going to be in right here. Again, Ward already likes Calvin Ridley. That's where he's going to look. The route you see on your screen is Calvin Ridley's route. Ward takes a snap, has a clean pocket, is going to fire this one down the field. Again, this is a smart play. It's a good route against this coverage, and it's your #1 receiver, so definitely makes sense to look in this direction. And you see there is a window, but it's not a huge window, right? You do have to make an accurate throw if this is going to be complete. However, it is an accurate throw, and it is complete. So some really good stuff here from Cam Ward to pull this kind of.
That was a great throw right there. That's what you drafted him #1 at Tennessee, and that's what I see all year at Miami. Plays like that
thing off. So yeah, again, you know, this is what you like to see. So you know, when I'm watching this live, and I'm thinking like, man, maybe this guy just has it. Again, I try not to get too, I try not to let the emotions go too much in preseason because obviously it's all exciting at the time, but it is just one preseason game. It only means so much. But still, he's feeling himself. He's looking good. But, you know, having the gunslinger mentality has multiple, it can make positives happen. It can also make negatives happen. So let's head over to.
Okay, we're going to stop it. And before I get out of here, man, my last thoughts, man, is all positive. I think Tennessee, man, you made a great pick. I think he's going to lead your organization to great heights, playoff, Super Bowl, MVPs. I see all that with Cam. Like I say, I seen him play at Washington State for a couple of years, and once he came to Miami with the talent around him, with people like Restrepo, who's with him now in Tennessee also, man, Cam just went to a whole nother level, and I think that's what's going to happen in Tennessee. All right, man. To the next time, Li+Sports. And make sure you like, subscribe, share, and please leave all comments below. You already know.
Your boy Acoustics. Yep. Your boy Big Lou. Lou, baby. Yeah, hey. Your body move it, baby, and dance all night. Move it, yeah. It's your body. Move it, baby, then dance all night. Groove it, yeah, with the conferences. Get down. Hey, it's the get down. Yeah.